Welcome to my YouTube channel. In my last video, What Happens When You Follow Someone on Instagram, the complete walkthrough, I briefly touched upon the idea of having limits on certain activities on Instagram. It dawned on me that it was quite an important topic, and therefore deserved a video all of its own. There are two important limits you need to take into consideration when you start using Instagram in your marketing strategy. Limit number 1: maximum follows. The first limit is mentioned in the Help Center of Instagram. You can only follow a maximum of 7,500 people. If you try to follow more than that, you will get an error message. It is impossible for you to go above 7,500 accounts in your following list. You might come across an account that has more than 7,500 accounts in the following list from time to time. This isn't a glitch, nor has that account fiddled with the system in some way. The maximum follower limit wasn't in place when the app was first launched, and people who had more than 7,500 people in the following count before the limit was introduced were allowed to keep them there. There are lots of reasons why Instagram has this limit in place, but it is likely mostly to stop spam, fake, and guideline-violating accounts, such as buying, selling likes and follows. If you hit the 7,500 limit and receive the restriction message from Instagram, you should stop trying to follow new accounts. Instagram will see one restriction message as a genuine mistake on your part, but if you continue to hit the follow button even after Instagram has warned you, it will no longer be seen as a mistake. Eventually, Instagram will believe that you are deliberately trying to bypass the limit, which is a violation of the terms of use. Punishment for this could range from restriction of activities to permanent termination of your account. And, once you've been terminated and banned from Instagram once, it's not so easy just to create a second account. I'll talk about that in another video, at another time. Some personal opinions. I know you didn't ask for my personal opinion, but I would like to offer it up, if you don't mind. How are you ever going to keep up with the content from all 7,500 people in your following list? If I saw an account with that many people in the following list, I would instantly assume that they would never see or interact with my content. 7,500 people means a lot of content. Why are you trying to follow 7,500 people? If it's an Instagram strategy for growth, such as the follow-unfollow game, I highly recommend that you stop doing it. That kind of activity is actually a violation of Instagram's terms of use and community guidelines, so you could find yourself permanently banned from the platform eventually. Limit number 2: secret follow limits. These secret follow limits aren't really that secret, to be honest. Everyone's talking about them at the moment, as though they're a new thing. They're not a new thing at all. Instagram has always had limits on how many activities you can do in quick succession, and they've been restricting the activities of accounts that exceed those limits for years. The real truth about the secret limits is that nobody really knows what they are. We can guess at them, using the stories of those who have been hit by restrictions to work out averages, but even our best guesses could be well off. The algorithm changes and evolves as Instagram's users do, so the limit today might not be the limit tomorrow. It'll change from user to user, too, based on individual patterns of behavior. I am going to share with you my best guesses at the secret limits for Instagram follows. If you follow more than 5 to 20 new accounts within 1 hour, you may face restrictions on your activity. For some accounts, this warning has come after 5 new follows. For others, it has come after 60 new follows. As I previously stated, the algorithm, and those limits, will change from case to case. There is a daily limit as well as an hourly limit. If you follow between 50 and 200 new accounts in one day, you could face restrictions on your activity. Just as with the maximum limit of 7,500 accounts on the following list, Instagram could punish you in a more permanent way if you repeatedly get restrictions for performing too many of the same kind of action. The first time Instagram restricts you, the platform will see your action as a mistake. The second time, they'll probably give you a slightly longer restriction, or restrict more of your activities. On the third and subsequent occasions that Instagram has to restrict you, they're going to think you're doing it on purpose. That you're deliberately trying to violate the terms of use. At that point, you're likely to get yourself permanently banned from Instagram's platform. My advice. Instagram doesn't like short, sharp bursts of activity on the app, so, where possible, try to spread your activity out over days or weeks. Instead of following 100 new accounts on one day, follow 20 on day 1, then 10 on day 2, and then 5 on day 3, and so on. If you find lots of accounts that you want to follow in one day, but want to spread them out, use the save feature to save the content of those new accounts so you don't forget about them. You can go back and follow them tomorrow, or the day after, or next week, or whenever. For what it's worth, as part of an experiment for this video, I followed 51 new accounts in 35 minutes to see when the restriction would pop up. It didn't. I kept on following accounts for 24 hours, until I'd followed exactly 127 new accounts in one 24-hour period. Instagram still didn't restrict my activity. This just goes to show that even our best guesses are miles off. I genuinely thought I would have triggered a restriction, especially as I quickly followed a lot of those accounts one after the other. I hope you found this video useful today, but please let me know if you have any questions, or would like to suggest another video tutorial. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more social media marketing and content creation tips and tricks. Have a fabulous day.